Thank you. I come from St Andrews in Scotland, a small town by the sea, and recently we've been organising a series of public lectures on science and religion, funded by the Templeton Foundation. John Polkinghorne came and gave one, and so did Denis Alexander. And they're looking at all the different aspects of the science and religion debate. The idea is to look at them in a high-level way, not in a slogan manner. And I've been absolutely amazed at the response. It's a small town. I expected one or two, or at most 200 people to come along. And in fact, 750 have been attending each time. So much so that we've had to move to the main graduation concert hall in St Andrews as being the only venue that was large enough. So I echo what Nicholas was saying, that my experience is that there is a real thirst out there for genuine, reasonable discussion, debate of these issues. And I want to congratulate them on an excellent addition to the science and religion debate. I think the question and answer format in here works really well, so that you can dip in at the points that you're particularly interested in. And it's complemented by 3 appendices which give you more depth on fine-tuning of the universe, on the brain, and on evolution. It's a remarkable book which I commend to you very strongly. Colin Blakemore in The Observer a week ago, under the heading "Science is one gene away from defeating religion," expresses really a deterministic reductionist view when he says, when we understand how our brains generate religious ideas, what will be left for religion? So that's a question for our 2 authors.
Yes, and I first of all apologise for not being Denis Noble. The only similarity is my name Denis is spelt with 1 N, which is more unusual, but apart from that I'm sure any similarities are coincidental. We are both biologists, so I'm glad to be here to sort of help in the discussion on biology, I hope. I greatly value this book also. I've dipped into it, as I think one's supposed to do, and haven't read it from cover to cover, but enjoyed what I've read. One of the things I'm particularly interested in, obviously in this double Darwin anniversary year, is what John was saying right at the beginning, the interpretation of facts. And I think it's very remarkable the way that the evolutionary narrative, as it's been spoken about so much in the media, in books and so forth, over these past few weeks, has been about the interpretation of facts. And quite striking the way that people have interpreted evolutionary biology in many different ways from a metaphysical point of view. Many people want to plant their favourite ideology on this wonderful theory. And one of my pleas, I suppose, as a biologist during this anniversary year is we might be able to deliver Darwin from all these sort of encrusted ideological barnacles that have been, as it were, placed upon him, and be able to teach biology, teach evolutionary biology in a way that's simply giving the science and emphasizing and highlighting the biology. And I appreciate the way that focus, that emphasis is there in the book in front of us. This also leads me then to my question. I have many questions, but I would like to ask our authors this evening to what extent they think that evolutionary history supports their own personal belief in God, or to what extent perhaps it challenges their belief in God, or whether they believe that actually at the end of the day the evolutionary narrative is simply metaphysically neutral.